You guys had emphasized the rebounding going into this game. It must have been nice to kind of get that effort almost from the jump.
From everybody, yeah. From the get-go, from jump ball, JV establishing his dominance around the rim. Amir, even had the guards coming in. You know, overall, it's just a team effort of keeping them off the glass. We know they're a great rebounding team, and we know that, you know, rebounding hasn't been, you know, our forte these past couple games, and it's something that we have to improve on. And I thought tonight was a step in the right direction. Terrence, Gravis, JJ, Lou, it seemed like everybody was on the glass, so it was a total team effort.
To be able to come in 64 points in total for your bench today, to be able to come in and take pressure off of the starters like you did tonight, how important is that as a team?
You know, it's one of our weapons that we have is our bench. You know, we feel like we have one of the best benches in the league. We have pretty much the sixth man of the year, in my opinion, with Lou Williams, and then you have myself, Gravis, Tyler, JJ, Landry guys. Well, Landry, you know, he started, but you have so many guys, so many different pieces that can come off the bench and contribute game in and game out, and it could be anybody's night. And tonight it seemed like it was a total team effort from the starters to the second unit, from Lou, you know, establishing his dominance out there on the court, to us just playing like a team.
How much of an edge is it in a 2-game season to have so much depth of quality guys?
I'm hoping that it'll pay off in the long run. It relieves the pressure on Kyle and DeMar. You know, they don't have to, you know, be that guy. You know, of course, we know that they want to be that guy, but if their shots don't fall or if they're not in a good rhythm, thankfully we have guys on the bench who can come in and provide some firepower.
Talk a little bit more about Lou just coming off the bench, and he's just fearless. He's taking shots, and he's just...
Yeah, tonight was probably one of the best games that I've seen from Lou. You know, he was all over the court playing offense and defense, taking charges, running people off the line, challenging shots, and his offensive game it's always there. You know, his ability to draw fouls, get to the free throw line, knock down some amazing shots on the perimeter, and just attack the basket. So tonight, Lou was definitely feeling it out there.
You spoke the other day about the importance of shooting away slumps as NBA players. Gravis that tonight really came on in the fourth quarter. Is that something that's easier said than done?
Yeah, well, it is. You know, you have a tendency to hold your head down whenever you're in a slump. You have a tendency to not shoot the ball. You let it affect your play, but we have guys on this team that hold their heads high despite what's going on. And, you know, Gravis, he wasn't playing so well, but, you know, he didn't let that affect him, and then he went out there in that second half and he carried us and he gave us that momentum, and then Lou took over, and then everyone else just contributed a little bit along the way. So Gravis is definitely, you know, another secret weapon we have on this team. He can be a starter on any team in this league, and tonight his shot was falling. He had great energy, and he was getting to the free throw line, pushing the ball in transition, just playing like he normally plays.